Restorative yoga mascot. Daisy's here, already snoring. She doesn't need permission to rest. She's ready. All right. Tonight, let's yeah, just start in a seat if that works for you. Give yourself any props that you might want. And give yourself a little transition into this time that is totally for you. Support your nervous system, which we all need. And just take time to go inward. Listen to whatever your body might need tonight, your mind, your soul, your heart. So let's start with our root. Wiggle into your seat. Feel the left side and the right side and the tailbone anchored and grounded. And ground, here we are. It's a transition night from 1 month into the next as we turn the page tomorrow. We're still under the new moon influence, so lots of new beginning energy. And we're at the halfway point between spring equinox and summer solstice. Beltane is tomorrow, May 1st, usually, May Day. Again, kind of that halfway point of spring where we just keep moving down our path. Take some cleansing breaths, take a big inhale, soften the belly and feel that energy come down and receive it. And exhale, just slowly let the belly just soften back and clear out the old, all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Start again, and inhaling from the lower body. Imagine bringing the breath up, filling to the top of your lungs. Exhale from the top all the way back down. Riding those waves, a couple more. Slowing down the breath. Help the nervous system shift into healing, resting, digesting. Great. And then move awareness right into your heart tonight. Check in. How is your heart? Imagine breathing from that space. Letting it be open to receive what we need to really nurture our own hearts. So then we have love and compassion to send outward. We know if we're not feeling it for ourselves, we can't give it to others. So nurture yourself, see what you need tonight. And then let it flow through you. And let that heart energy move up into the mind, and dissolving the chatter, the input, that mental energy that's not helpful sometimes. It can only figure out so much. So just kind of settle that, wipe that slate clean, and set a new intention from the heart space. Aligning with your true self. All right, let's take the arms wide and just wake up the shoulders a little bit, arms, wrists, fingers. And then let's take eagle arms, so right elbow under, connect, and then press the hands together. And then see if you can just sort of round into all those tight spaces that are holding the weight of the world. Gently move your head from side to side. then rising up, free your wings, take them wide, let them move. Other wing tucks under. Again, pressing hands or the opposite shoulder. Listen to your body. And stay tall or take the rounded version where you can let the arms be heavy. And just breathe. In micro movements for your head, your neck, whatever's helpful. Right. And open. Let's take some lateral movements for the spine. Anchor the lower body. And take the arm up and over. Up and over. Like you're right against a wall. Just trying to decompress a little bit, lengthening through the sides. Great, and let that rest. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down a few times. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, chin rises. Exhale, chin gently tucks down. I feel like a lot of us are doing this a lot of the day. Maybe it's just me looking down. I try to bring things up. So let's work the neck. A couple more. Try to balance out how we use it. Heavy head. Always kind of pulling us forward. And then lateral movement for your head, your neck. Balance out the sides. And just take a few back and forth. And then let's hang out on the right side if you want. Add a little weight, add a little depth. Relax, breathe down that whole left side. Yawning. It's a good sign, relaxing. All right, back to center. Other side, balance that out. Mindful breathing right into those tight spaces. Release. Again, a few little shoulder rolls. Great, and we can come off the blanket. I'm going to stretch my legs out. Maybe you can stay seated on the blanket if that helps you. Open up those legs a little bit. Again, shoulders up, back and down. Neutral head, so just kind of check, is it in a nice neutral spot? Then inhale, toes forward, exhale back. Let's get those ankles and feet. Draw some circles. And then soles towards each other, then open and close. Good. And then to the knee. So right side, let's inhale, extend through your heel. Exhale, flex in. Into the hip. Holding and supporting knee and foot here. Right hip. Circle it out. Great, and let that go. Other side, waking up the knee again, and all the muscles that help support this movement. Good. Open it up, again, anchor the sitting bone, and now check in with left hip. Circles. How's the big ball and socket feeling? Great. reset, let that go. All right, let's go to tabletop. You can always do seated cat stretches, or if you're on hands and knees, let's feel the tailbone tip, look up, strong back. Exhale down your back. Then try to balance it out, low, middle, upper, and a front body, and then the back. A little longer stance. Let your hips draw some circles. So kind of lead with the tailbone, find a big circle, spiral in one direction, and then switch. And then we take our bolster and we settle into child's pose for a few moments here. If you're wanting more grounding, you take your extra blanket or a sandbag, something on your back to feel rooted. Closing your eyes and let your body settle in. I'll watch the time. And I will always cue you halfway through if you want to switch your head position. And feel like you can breathe right into the support beneath you. Feel the earth, the support, the grounding, where we can feel safe. Creating our own inner landscape. Find the peace, the calm. Check in with your heart. Let each exhale maybe calm you just a little bit more. Rotate your head to face the other side and let go. Slowly center your head if it's not. Move the props out of your way. Let's come back to table and stretch one leg back at a time onto the floor and open up. Back of the knee always feels good. Calf, that space, both legs. Great. And then move the prop out of your way. Let's roll or slide or however you want to melt onto the floor. Let's bend our knees and just kind of let the hips sway a little bit, legs sway, settling the belly, and then let your legs rest down, then kind of roll them inward, roll the toes to point inward. Let the front of the pelvis really settle into the earth. Feel the belly settle into the earth, whole front body, and then support your head as you feel good. So you can be center or at a side, totally up to you. So Makarasana, let's take a few very nice grounding moments in crocodile pose. There's some variations, so just play with what feels good on your neck and head today. And maybe imagine, visualize lying on a soft sandy beach or a beautiful park with soft grass, being on the actual earth where we can feel that energy that's super supportive. Feel grounded, calm, safe. Turn inward and listen. Another few conscious breaths here into the earth, just noticing how this pose can help you soothe and settle. Then just rise up, little baby Sphinx pose. So our elbows are under our shoulders, the forearms are parallel to each other. You can center the legs again, so tops of your feet can press down. And then from the navel down, just really anchor down as you were through the lower body. And feel the front body lengthen and open. And then check your neck here. So here, again, you can work your head side to side. You want lots of space between your ears and your shoulders. And neutral neck. So it's just kind of centered, slightly looking up, but find where your head just feels light. If you're wanting more opening for the front body, you can widen your hands And take them farther out and open up into a seal pose. Sometimes that feels really nice. Stretch the front of the body. Then we lower down slowly, just find neutral. Hands under shoulders, back to our table. Then let your hips sway side to side. And take a cat stretch to just flush that out, up and down. Great, and then find your bolster again. Let's go into our twists. Super good for balancing, strengthening and stretching. As you know, we start with the right side so we can work with the digestive system clockwise. So hands on either side. You can have a extra softness for your head to land or not. And you can also do this without a bolster. Some people go all the way to the floor. See how that feels. So we'll inhale, stretch, lift, and twist, and take a slow journey. And really notice how your neck feels. If you're feeling tight, maybe looking to the right's too much. Back off and then look to the other side. Also, other props are helpful. All these blankets are great for feeling really safe, so you can relax in these longer held poses. So tuck yourself in into different shapes so you can, again, practice just letting go. Feel as much of the front of the body on the bolster as you can, or on the floor even. We won't be here as long, but breathe into it, just let go, bring out anything your body doesn't need to hold. Breath or two. Maybe change your head position for a moment. And then we rise up slowly. It was a couple of minutes. So if you, I used to use this or do this a lot of times on the bed, just twisting a little bit. And then find some counter movement for your spine, maybe seated cat stretches. What would feel good after that first twist? And then switch, other hip. Opposite twist. Let's keep that balance. So again, the other side gets the stretch, and then the other side gets to strengthen. All right, when you're ready, twist towards the bolster. Big counter twist, take your time, and come on down. You might feel Tight it first and then just keep noticing what each breath can do to go deeper somewhere in the pose, somewhere in the body. One more minute if you want to switch your head position or adjust anything. Enjoy another breath. As you slowly unwind. Let everything come back to center. Counter movement that your body would be craving. Go for it. And then make some space. Let's take right leg out and the left leg comes in. So actually, if you have a couple of blocks and a bolster, you can make like a little bridge prop on either side of your right leg across like this, and then we can use that or not. We've done this a million times without it, and we're doing this in a class once. It feels kind of nice, soft spot to land. So let's start with the foundation, both sitting bones grounded, pelvis is level, and then we take our twist. We're just in a twist. Let's add a forward fold. So we're twisting the right rib cage to the right towards the long leg, and then we add the forward fold. And this is where you can just let your arms rest or hang somewhere or support your head. Maybe you have your sandbag on the other thigh. Just imagine that pressing down as you twist away from it. So let's be here. This is more of like a yin style stretch. Twisting. We still want to keep that bottom leg sort of active. So we're not just hanging out. Push energy through the heel. The toes are up towards the ceiling. See where your head wants to go. Giving that nice twist and forward fold, helping the back. One more minute here. Keep twisting and keep folding. Feel that nice release. One more breath. Walk yourself up, move the props. And let's do an opener. So a lot of forward folding. Let's do our tripod opener. Left hand supports you when we come onto that left knee as we open up. Let this side feel a stretch. So glutes are strong in this back leg or the long leg as we open up. Great. And switch. Same thing, other side. You can use the props or not. And starting with your foundation, both sitting bones, thigh bone. Inhale, twist, lift, and lengthen to the other side as we take our bow. We'll watch our time. Just let go. Slowly stretching taffy, those tight spaces. One more breath. Rise up slowly. We're there for a couple of minutes. Let's move slowly. And then open things up now. And backhand supports you. Come on up. Breathe. Down. All right, let's balance that out. Both legs extend. V shape. Bolster in the middle if you'd like. Maybe even block. All right, flex those feet. Be strong here. Little bend in your knees. Inhale up the front body, super tall. And exhale, take a slow bow. Wherever you land is good. And this is where you can play with either keeping the spine straight or rounding and see how it changes the pose. It will feel very different. This is the symmetrical pose. After those asymmetrical, let's balance it out. Right and left sides, up and down the back and through your legs, through your hips, your shoulders even. So Take a few more breaths. Rise up slowly. Sitting in neutral, maybe roll the shoulders. If your neck needs a little balancing. And then we'll move to legs at the wall. And since we didn't do our big back bend, if you want to tonight, you can make a little prop. So that's for the hips. And then if you want to fold your blanket or something into this shape for your spine. And that way you'll still get a nice opener. You'll be facing up. So if you want your eye pillow, if you want another blanket to cover with, make it yours. And then we'll let everything shift. And so again, we start sideways. Take your time getting there. Back of your pelvis grounded. And here for more back bend, even if you don't have the prop, you can just squeeze your shoulder blades together to activate, the back body, and the front body gets to open. And you decide where the arms feel best. Sometimes it feels good to go way back or cactus or down at your sides as you squeeze the shoulder blades. So see what is best for opening up the front of the shoulders and chest, which is usually pretty tight and contracted. Legs can be hip width, they can be in that wide angle again, or even if you want the hip opener at the wall, see how that feels. So let's do this. Settle the back of your body, feel safe and grounded. And just invite a shift from within, helping things move, helping things heal. Soften the mind. All right, yogi's choice. If this feels like a good final pose, stay here. You can definitely stay here. Or make a slow journey down to Shavasana, where you can just recline as you know. Use props that you like. If you want to feel supported, the bolster under your knees. You can make a little neck roll to support the natural curve. You can put a sandbag or extra blanket on your belly. Feel grounded, feel safe as you close your eyes. Just take some time to settle. I'll send a little Reiki tonight as you rest, the final few moments. Being open to receive the healing energy that supports you on all the layers of your being. So not just the physical, but the emotional, spiritual, mental, all your layers. And align with your heart. Breathing from that heart space. Being open. Filling in what you need. And letting the heart breathe it back out to the world. More really conscious breaths. Notice if there's any places within you that still need a little healing, a little light, a little love. Imagine sending those places exactly what it needs. Feeling healthy, whole, peaceful, back in our natural state, feeling balanced and calm, having clarity on next steps as we just keep walking down your path, one step at a time. Give yourself a hug or maybe bring hands to your heart. Just honor yourself for taking this time. Honor your heart and all it's been through, all the wisdom there. Let it guide you. Come up to a seat to close or stay where you are. Might feel good just to stay there. Let's take a deep breath of this peace, healing, and love that we've created. Let it ripple outward. into your homes and communities. Feel again. Let it ripple farther into the state and the country. And one more. Let it blanket this whole planet in peace, healing, and love. Sealing it with an Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for being a part of this practice. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Namaste.